Hello everyone, this is G. Sai Prasad, Assistant Professor of Chemistry at Government Degree College, Utnur. Today's topic is conformational analysis. The isomerism chart first. Isomers are the compounds having same molecular formula but different properties, either physical or chemical properties. Do the compounds have same molecular formula? If yes, then isomers. No, then they are not isomers. In isomers, do the compounds have same connectivity, same bond connectivity? Then, if yes, then they are stereoisomers. If no, then they are constitutional isomers. Constitutional isomers again classified into several types. Stereoisomers. Stereoisomers are the compounds having same molecular formula, same structural formula, but different properties due to difference in spatial arrangement of atoms or group around CC double bond or chiral carbon atom. If the compounds are interconvertible by rotation about single bond, can the compounds interconvertible by rotation of CC single bond? If yes, then they are conformational isomers. If no, CC bond rotation is not possible, then configurational isomer. Configurational isomers again classified into two types. If isomerism is due to CC double bond, then geometrical isomer. If isomerism is due to chiral carbon atom, then that is called optical isomers. Optical isomers are again classified into two types. If they are non-superimposable mirror image, then they are enantiomers. If non-superimposable non-mirror image pair of compounds are called diastereomers. What is the configurational isomers? Configurational isomers are stereoisomers that cannot be converted into one another by rotating the molecule around single bond. These configurational isomers can be found in two types as geometrical isomers and optical isomers. Configurational isomers are stereoisomers that cannot be converted into one another by rotating the molecule around single bond. This is due to presence of pi bond. Geometrical isomers are called cis-trans isomers. This type of isomerism is found mostly in alkenes, rarely in alkanes. That like cycloalkanes, we get geometrical isomers. Configurational isomers are two types. One is geometrical isomer, another one optical isomers. In geometrical isomers are also called cis-trans isomers. This type of isomerism is found in mostly in alkenes, rarely in alkanes like cycloalkanes. Geometrical isomerism describes the presence of two identical groups that are attached to vinyl carbon atoms, that is CC double bond, positioned on the same side or opposite side of double bond. If two identical groups are on the same side of vinylic carbon atom, then it is called cis isomer. If the two identical groups are on opposite side of vinyl bond, then it is called trans isomer. If two identical groups are present at opposite side of CC double bond, then it is called trans isomer. If two identical groups are at same site, then it is called cis isomer. Let's take example cis-2-butene, trans-2-butene. Two CH3 groups, two identical CH3 groups are at the same site, then it is called cis isomer. Two CH3 groups are present at same side of CC double bond, then it is called cis isomer. Two identical groups CH3 present opposite side, opposite direction, then it is called trans isomer, trans to butane. Here one isomer cannot be rotated to get the other isomer due to the presence of double bond. The pi bond prohibits the rotation around it. Pi bond present in the molecule in alkene, it prohibits the rotation around the double bond. Next, second one, configurational isomer. Second, optical isomers. Optical isomerism can be found in molecule where chirality is present. Chirality is the presence of chiral carbon atom that can cause the optical activity of a molecule. A chiral carbon atom is a carbon sp3 hybridized carbon atom that has bonding with 4 different atoms or group. Therefore, the mirror image of this molecule is non-superimposable with the molecule called enantiomer of the molecule. For example, lactic acid, S-lactic acid or lactic acid. These are non-superimposable mirror image pair of compounds are called enantiomer. These are example for enantiomer. The above image shows two optical isomers. These isomers are able to rotate pane polarized light into opposite direction. R isomer can rotate pane polarized light into the opposite direction that the S isomer can rotate the light. If S isomer is rotating anti-clockwise direction, R isomer can rotate molecule clockwise direction. The letter R indicates the clockwise direction, whereas S indicates the counterclockwise direction. Next, conformational isomer, our original topic. Conformational isomers are stereoisomers that can be converted into one another by rotating the molecule at single bond. Conformational isomers are stereoisomers. Stereoisomers are isomers having same molecular formula and same structural formula but different properties due to difference in spatial arrangement of atom or group. Conformational isomers are stereoisomers that can be converted into one another by rotating the molecule at single bond, CC single bond. These molecules are called conformers. The conformation of a molecule is given in either staggered conformation or eclipsed conformation. The conformation of molecule is the orientation of the arrangement of the atoms of the molecule when looked through the single bond that can be used for rotating the molecule. Conformational analysis is given by facing the molecule, CC single bond, by facing the CC single bond. The conformations of molecule are related to their potential energies. The staggered conformation has a minimized strain between the atoms, therefore it minimizes the potential energy in that molecule. The eclipsed conformation has the maximum strain between the atoms, therefore the eclipsed conformation has the highest potential energy. The angle between the atoms in these conformations is called dihedral angle. For staggered conformation, the dihedral angle is 60 degrees, whereas the dihedral angle for eclipsed conformation is 0. రెండు కార్బన్ పరమాణువుల మధ్య ఏకబంధాన్ని కలిగి ఉన్న సమ్మేళనాలు మాత్రమే ఈ సాదృశ్యాన్ని ప్రదర్శిస్తాయి, అనురూపాత్మక సాదృశ్యాన్ని. ఏకబంధం కలిగి ఉన్న సమ్మేళనాలలో సిసి బంధం, సిగ్మా బంధం యొక్క అక్షం వెంట చక్రభ్రమణం చేసినప్పుడు విభిన్న ప్రాదేశిక అమరికలు ఏర్పడతాయి. వీటినే అనురూపకాలంటాం. మరియు ఈ ద్విగ్విషయాన్ని అనురూపాత్మక సాదృశ్యం అంటాం. What are the differences between configurational isomers and conformational isomers? Configurational isomers are stereoisomers that cannot be converted into one another by rotating the molecule around single bond. Conformational isomers are stereoisomers that can be converted into one another by rotating the molecule at a single bond. Configurational isomers are two types, geometrical and optical. Configurational isomers are four types: eclipsed conformation, staggered conformation, Gauche conformation and anti-conformation based on dihedral angle. The rotation of the molecule around a single bond does not give its isomer in configurational isomer, but in conformational isomers, the rotation of the molecule around a single bond can give multiple isomers. Conformational isomer of molecule arise due to free rotation around single bond. Configurational isomer, it is a permanent spatial arrangement of molecule which can only be changed by bond breaking or reforming, such as a double bond. In conformational isomers is stereoisomers which can interconverted at low temperature separated by a low energy barrier, that is energy is less than 60 kilojoules per mole, are called conformations. That is stereoisomers which can interconverted at low temperature and separated by low energy barrier which is less than 60 kilojoules per mole, are called conformers. Configurational isomers are stereoisomers having high energy barrier which is greater than 100 kilojoules per mole and stable at room temperature, are called conformers. For conformational isomers, stereoscopic analysis, that is spectroscopic analysis of conformers, they should be subjected at low temperature which can freeze or slow down the rapid flipping between two conformers to elucidate data of particular conformer. Whereas configurational isomers is relatively stable and can be well elucidate at ambient temperature. Let's take example of ethane. Ethane is CH3 in carbon by facing the carbon single bond, by seeing the face to it, there are, by rotating around CC single bond, this is the front carbon atom, this is the front carbon atom, represent the center of the circle, and circle represent the rear carbon atom. The rear carbon atom bonds are bonded to circumference of circle, and the front carbon atom bonds are bonded to center of the circle. Center of circle represent front carbon atom and the circle represent back carbon atom by rotating the CC bond to back carbon atom. When rotating 60 degrees, we get Gauche conformation. This is second structure. This is also called staggered conformation because here the bonding are same. The front carbon atom is bonded to 3 hydrogens and rear carbon atom, back carbon atom is also bonded to 3 hydrogen. That's why identical hydrogen. That's why there is no difference in the bonding between rear carbon atom and front carbon atom. That's why by rotating 60 degrees it is also a staggered conformation. Again by rotating 120 degree eclipsed conformation is formed. Again by rotating the back carbon atom 60 degrees to get staggered conformation. That is fourth conformation, fourth type. Fifth, by rotating 60 degrees, that is dihedral angle 240, we get eclipsed conformation, and again by rotating 60 degrees we get staggered conformation. Again by rotating 60 degrees, that is total 360 degrees, we get the first structure. Okay, the second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Second, fourth, sixth structures are staggered conformation, and 1, 3, 5, 7 structures are eclipsed conformers. The difference between the staggered conformation and eclipsed conformation is 2.9 kilocalories per mole energy difference. This is the potential energy diagram of ethane as function of the angle of rotation about CC carbon bond. 1, 3, 5, 7 conformers are eclipsed conformers and 2, 4, 6 conformers are staggered conformers. The potential energy difference between eclipsed conformer and staggered conformer is 2.9 kilocalories per mole. How energy is calculated? If HH, that is back CH bond and front CH bond, is in eclipsed HH, the torsional strain is 4.0 kilojoules per mole, whereas in calories 1 kilocalories per mole. If back CH bond is eclipsed with front CH3, if back CH bond is eclipsed with front CH3, then it is mostly torsional strain, that is 6.0 kilojoules per mole and 1.4 kilocalories per mole. If back CCH3 is eclipsed with overlap with front CCH3 bond, then it is torsional strain plus steric strain, that is 11 kilojoules per mole and 2.6 kilocalories per mole. If CH3, back CH3, CCH3 and front CCH3 are separated by 60 degrees, that is Gauche conformer, the steric strain is there, that is of 3.8 kilojoules per mole and 0.9 kilocalories per mole. The ethane conformer, staggered conformer, by rotating the rear carbon atom 60 degrees, we get eclipsed conformer having 3 CCH front carbon atom and eclipsed with back CCH bond, that is of total 4 kilojoules into 3, that is 12 kilojoules per mole is more energy than staggered conformation. That is, the staggered conformer of ethane is 12 kilojoules per mole less energy than eclipsed conformation of ethane. That's why staggered conformation is more stable because less energy, and eclipsed conformation have more energy and less stable. Potential energy difference. The 60 degree rotation, 180 degree rotation and 300 degree rotation, we get the staggered conformation of ethane, which is less energy than 120 degree rotation and 240 degree rotation and 360 degree rotation, we get the eclipsed conformation. The eclipsed conformation and staggered conformations are 12 kilojoules per mole more energy than staggered conformation. Second example, butane. Butane have 3 CC bonds, that is C1 C2 bond, C2 C3 bond and C3 C4 bond. C1 C2 and C3 C4 bonds are equal. Along C1 C2 bond rotation, we get 2 conformers, eclipsed and staggered conformation. Staggered conformation of rotation around C1 C2 bond of butane. This is the staggered conformation, and it is eclipsed conformation is rotation about C1 and C2. The staggered conformation is more stable, eclipsed conformation is less stable due to steric and hindrance. By rotating C2 C3 bonds, we get 6 different conformations named as A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. By rotating CH3, front CCH3 and back CCH3, the dihedral angle is 0 and it is called fully eclipsed conformation. If the front carbon atom is rotating 60 degrees, that is dihedral angle 60 degrees, we get Gauche conformation. Gauche conformation, naming as B. If the front carbon atom is again rotating 60 degrees, we get partially eclipsed conformation. Total is 120 degrees dihedral angle. If again rotating 60 degrees, that is total 180 degrees, we get D conformer, that is staggered conformation. Staggered conformation. Again rotating 60 degrees, we get the partially eclipsed conformation, which is similar to C. E is similar to, that is E is similar to C. E is similar to E. And again 60 degrees, that is total 300 degrees, we get F conformation, it is Gauche conformation. It is similar to B. F is similar to B. And again rotating 60 degrees we get the fully eclipsed conformation A. Therefore, there are only four different type of conformers are there. That is A, B, C, D. These are four different conformation. Here the potential energy diagram, eclipsed conformation is highly energetic and less stable. The staggered conformation is D, having low energy. The difference between staggered conformation, that is D, and eclipsed conformation is around 4.5 kilocalories per mole. The Gauche conformation is having steric hindrance. Due to this, the is more energy than staggered conformation. Here the C and E are the partially eclipsed conformation because of front CH3, back CH torsional strain having 3.8 kilocalories per mole more energy than staggered conformation, and the Gauche conformer is 0.9 kilocalories more energy than our staggered conformation. Therefore, the stability order is D is more stable than Gauche, that is B. B is more stable than partially eclipsed, that is C. C is more stable than A, that is fully eclipsed. This is the relative stability of conformers. Because D is CH3 are opposite side, no strain in the molecule and less energy, more stable. In B, CCH3, back CCH3 and front CH3 are steric strain. Bulky CH3 groups are present. Due to steric strain having more energy than staggered conformer, that's why the Gauche conformation is less stable than staggered conformer. In C conformer, the back CH3 is overlapped with front CH. Therefore, the torsional strain in the molecule, that's why it is more energy than 3.8 kilocalories more energy than staggered conformation. That's why it is less stable than B. Last one, least stable, is eclipsed conformation because of CH3, back CCH3 and front CCH3 torsional strain. Here, totally eclipsed dihedral angle is 0. Gauche conformer dihedral angle is 60 degree. Partially eclipsed dihedral angle is 120, and fully anti-position staggered form is the dihedral angle 180 degrees. Two different eclipsed conformation, that is fully eclipsed, it is partially eclipsed. In partially eclipsed, CCH3 and back CCH are having the energy torsional strain CCH3 back CH 6 kilojoules per mole. Here 6 kilojoules per mole. Hydrogen torsional strain is 4 kilojoules per mole. That's why it is total 16 kilojoules per mole. In fully eclipsed CCH3 torsional strain 11 kilojoules per mole, and CH torsional strain is 4 kilojoules per mole, total 8 plus 11 19 kilojoules per mole. Additional 2 kilojoules per mole is steric hindrance. The total is 21. This is 21 kilojoules per mole is the energy of eclipsed conformation, whereas the Gauche conformation is 3.8 kilojoules per mole, whereas the partially eclipsed conformation is 15 kilojoules per mole. Therefore, more stable conformation is staggered conformation, then Gauche conformation, then partially eclipsed conformer, then fully eclipsed conformation. This is the relative stability according to potential energies. The additional strain in fully eclipsed because of steric hindrance between front CCH3 and back CCH3 bond. This is the steric hindrance. Total eclipsed conformation of butane, steric hindrance is present. That's why additional 2 kilojoules per mole additional energy to the molecule. Next, conformation of 1,2 dichloroethane. Here there are 6 types of conformer we get by rotating dihedral angle, front CCL and back CCL. This is the fully eclipsed conformer. Then by rotating the back carbon atom 60 degrees, we get Gauche structure having front CCl bond and back Cl bond is difference is 60 degrees. Again by rotating another 60 degrees, that is total dihedral angle is 120 degrees, we get partially eclipsed, that is front CCl bond is overlap with back CH bond and back CCl bond is overlap with front CH bond. Again by rotating back carbon atom 60 degrees, total dihedral angle is 180 degrees, total dihedral angle is 180 degrees, we get staggered structure, staggered conformation. It is most stable because of less energy, there is no steric hindrance is there. Again rotating 60 degrees we get partially eclipsed, is the similar structure to third, Again rotating 60 degrees we get Gauche structure which is similar to second structure. Okay, there are 4 different structures, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Relative stability is fourth, that is staggered conformation is more stable, less energy. Then second Gauche structure, then partially eclipsed structure, then least stable, more energy, fully eclipsed conformer. Next, cyclic structure. methyl cyclohexane, for example. In conformer, the CH3 is at equatorial position. In conformer 2, CH3 present at axial position. Because of in conformation to CH3 is axial position, the axial hydrogens, this axial hydrogen is having torsional strain to the molecule. That's why the conformation 1 is more stable, because here there is no CH3 steric hindrance or torsional strain. In methyl cyclohexane, each unfavorable H and CH3 interaction destabilize the conformer by 0.9 kilocalories per mole. So the conformer 2 is 1.8 kilocalories less stable than conformer 1 because of torsional strain in equiaxial position CH3. Conformations, different spatial arrangement that molecule can adopt due to rotation about sigma bond. Staggered, a low energy conformation where the bonds on adjacent atom bisect each other 60-degree dihedral angle. Maximum separation in ethane. In butane, 180 degrees dihedral angle, staggered conformation. Eclipsed conformation is a high energy conformation where the bonds on adjacent atoms are aligned with each other. Dihedral angle is 0. Next, conformations of 2-chloroethanol. 2-chloroethanol. Structure 1 is this, the 2-chloroethanol. Here the chlorine is present. Here chlorine is present. Front chlorine, back COH bonds. In fully eclipsed, front CCl bond is overlapped with back COH bond. By rotating the back carbon atom, we get the Gauche structure having H and chlorine hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bond is present. That's why the Gauche structure is more stable than staggered conformation. Here, by rotating again 60 degrees, total 120 degrees, partially eclipsed conformation is occur. Again, by rotating 60 degrees, we get the front CCl and back COH are separated maximum, that is staggered structure. There is no bonding present, hydrogen bonding. And by rotating again 60 degrees, we get partially eclipse, which is similar to structure 3. And again rotation 60 degrees, we get structure 6, which is similar to structure 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 structures. Because of presence of hydrogen bonding is stabilize the molecule, that's why structure 2 is more stable than eclipsed conformation, 4th structure, then Gauche, then eclipsed. This is the relative stability of the 2-chloroethanol. Thank you, students.